This is Jeff and Jeremy in the morning.
Brad Williams is coming to the pack. The show is on June the 6th. And the joke's been all week that I can't say growth spurt very well. I think that's the best.
Sounds like he's hawking a loogie when he says it, Brad.
I don't know why that's a tongue twister.
Growth spurt.
It does.
The growth spurt tour.
Yes, growth spurt tour. Awesome. Thank you. I'm glad people are very excited about my tour when they heard it said like a guy going, "That's a dog." So,
well, Jeremy's perpetually drunk, so it's fine.
Yeah,
everybody's used to it.
Yeah, I don't know if you're still drunk. I don't know if you got to go back and do one of those old school COVID tests where they stick the thing halfway into your brain. Not quite sure, but I'm excited, and I'm going to be there June 6th. Now, right now, you're thinking, the name Brad Williams. I don't really know that name. Well, has a dwarf ever told you a joke on Instagram? If that happened, that was me. Okay, that was probably me. So now. If you watch the dwarf on Instagram, that is me. Now you have a frame of reference. I know that my voice doesn't quote unquote sound like a dwarf. I don't know. I'm not calling you guys up like, oh, little brother Samuel Sebastia performing on some Zoom stuff. It's gonna be a lot of fun. That's a circus. Like that's not me.
So how tall are you, Brad?
I am 4'4", 52 inches. We all of my people know the exact height to the millimeter, but it's kind of the same thing where as a guy, you ever notice there's never a guy who's like 5'11"? No guy says he's 5'11". Well, no dwarf is 3'11". We're all 4 feet tall, and every guy who's 5'11" is like, no, I'm 6 foot. I'm 6 foot. Same thing.
I work with a guy.
I have so many questions.
Yeah. I have all the answers. You have an opportunity, and as long as I can keep plugging my show,
okay, good.
June 6th, then you can ask away.
We're gonna get to what Jeremy was talking about. This is something that Tinder's doing, but I got to ask you about roller coasters.
Roller coasters.
You could ride most of them, right?
I should ask you about roller coasters because you probably know more than me.
But no, how many inches tall? 54?
52.
52.
Yeah, I could ride 52. A lot.
Yeah.
If not, I just got to go and get one of those orthotics into my feet. Or thankfully, I live in Los Angeles, where the politics lean very similar to San Luis Obispo, where I can just get some high heels and be like, well, I identify as
exactly
a tall person, and then I could ride and then I
Six
could ride
Flags, here I come.
Coaster. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Okay, so Jeremy was just talking about this thing that people are upset about on Tinder, and that is that people can, I guess, limit the height of the people that they're searching for, and people that are shorter say that's discriminatory. What are your
They're
thoughts?
in an outrage, whatever you want to call it.
Sorry, outrage is right.
Not in a short range, but they're upset.
I think you hit the nail on the head with the whole uprage thing. I think you actually stumbled onto comedic genius accidentally, which might as well be the theme for your show. So I would say that for shorter dudes who are upset, the fact that you could limit the height. By being upset, aren't you admitting that it's kind of a downfall? Like that to say that like, hey, you can't limit. I mean, but also to argue that, oh, people are being superficial on a dating app. Well, that's kind of obvious, isn't it? Right. Like they're
just going to lie about their height anyways.
App. Yeah.
You're going to lie. Yeah.
No one looks at their dating profile or when they're going through dating apps going, look at the PhD on that. No one says that. It's all superficial. So you might as well just have people say, oh, I don't want to do height, or I don't want a short guy. And then you don't have to deal with that BS when you show up and you see the look of disappointment on their face. Because it's not like, because that's just like the male version of when women have like wonder bras and makeup and everything else that enhances them. Everyone's lying. Everyone's freaking lying. That's the bottom line.
Yeah, you got to know what you're getting into when you sign up for it. You know, like, okay, there's a good chance somebody's gonna lie. We'll deal with it when it comes.
Exactly.
All right, so
you know, you know what this is too. This is the guys who are 5'4", 5'5", because they're the worst kind of short guy. Because like me, I'm 4'4".
Right.
That's a fetish. That's a curiosity. That's you want to know something. You want to know if the curtains match the drape.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like you want to know stuff. You're 5'5". You're 5'4". Like that's just embarrassing.
Right. Yeah. That's just perpetually upset at the world. You know.
Yeah, you're just in this no man's land. It you know, you're not average, you're not tall, but then you're not a charity case either. You're just sad.
talking to Brad Williams. His show is this Friday night at Cal Poly. Gosh, it sounds like it's going to be a great show. It's a great auditorium, by the way. It's a great. I mean, it's huge. They do all kinds of productions. And
really big deal.
Packslow.org. We're giving away tickets at 9:40. All right. I mean, listen, we could sit here and ask you, you know, by the way, is it little person? Is it little guy? Is it midget? What are you? What
You
are we
said
not
dwarf when
to
you
say?
started off. Is that
Did
okay?
I'm sorry.
No, not you.
I'm sorry.
You didn't,
I don't know
Jeremy.
what I'm
Brad
supposed
did.
to say.
Brad did.
Oh, Brad did.
Yeah.
Okay. I can't remember. I'm drunk.
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead.
No, but if you guys really want to know, the politically correct term is Big Dick Magoos. That's the politically correct term. You won't get in any trouble. So I'm just trying to do right by you guys. I'm just trying to make sure
I like that
y'all don't get canceled.
So over the course of your career, you've done a lot of stuff. I saw, you know, you were hanging out. You've done a lot of the shows. David Tell, I mean, a huge fan. Lucky enough to see him a few times. And then, of course, you did all the TV circuit stuff. But I saw the Cirque du Soleil thing, and I'm like, what did you actually do stand up there, or were you a part of the show?
I mean, both. I was a part of the show by doing stand up in it. I wasn't getting fired out of a cannon in a leotard yelling "wee wee." No, that was not me. So I was doing stand up in Cirque du Soleil. They wanted to do a show that had a comedian. And they came to me because they're like, well, he looks like he belongs in a circus. So they hired me, and I got to do stand up. Now it was a weird deal. Normally, like at Performing Arts Center June 6th, when I do stand up, I just come out and I have opening acts. But my opening act for Cirque du Soleil was two guys juggling each other with their feet. And that's kind of weird to go from that to me to me telling jokes. But yeah, it was an absolute trip. I really enjoyed it. I had a good 3 month run there, and I really had a lot of fun. But now I'm glad that I'm not going on after a guy who is in something called the Wheel of Death. No, now I'm doing my normal show at the Performing Arts Center June 6th. Some tickets still available, and it's going to be a blast.
Yeah, he mentioned those tickets, packslow.org, if you want to get those tickets. We're going to have a pair of tickets to give away a little bit later with Know the Show. And chances are that question will arise from this conversation. So hopefully you're listening.
Sure.
Yes.
Yeah.
What, the answer is going to be Big Dick Magoo?
Yes.
Absolutely.
Nailed it.
All right.
PC term.
All right, man. We look forward to the show. Thanks for your time this morning. We appreciate you giving us a few minutes. Go see him this Saturday, packslow.org. Brad Williams. Thanks, buddy.
All right. Thanks, guys.